to Mexico, and then I just keep reading about my friend Jack, and I'm worried about him because like, oh, he's fighting La Parka and he's beating Hoovie's ass. And
Yeah.
Then I heard he mouthed off the Silver King. What the fuck is Jack doing? Like, I don't want Jack to get.
We've been in so many situations like because of him just like losing his temper at the craziest thing. But like so many, I don't even know if I'm allowed to like tell like half of them. But yeah, wild man. One time we were at a AAA show, a TV. So me and Jack finished the match, and I think they'd sold the show to like a cartel guy. So like he was running the show. So he had like his buddies doing security. So Jack went out to like go get a coffee and cigarettes or whatever. And then when he came back to the locker room, the security guy like thought he was a fan and like tried to grab him. So Jack like slapped him down. Like came back into the change room. Jack's like all like hot and bothered. He's like, hey man, like you wouldn't believe it. Like this fan was trying to fight me outside the locker room and he wouldn't let me back in the locker room. I was like, well, what'd you do? He's like, oh, I just slapped him back down and stuff. As this is happening, there's a lot of commotion happening at the start, like the front of the changing room. Like we're quite far away. So I was like, oh shit, like he's trying to get in with his buddies, blah, blah, blah. All the bosses are coming out. Conan was out there, like trying to talk to these guys. So I go up to like see what the situation is. And as I turn up there, the guy was like super drunk. So I guess being another foreign-looking guy, he's like, he points to me. He's like, that guy just like punched me outside like the locker room. I was like, me? I was like, I didn't do anything. He's like, no, like we're gonna get you. Like you can't hit us. And then like Conan was telling us like, no, dudes, like this is a serious issue. Like they're waiting for you outside the change room. Like there's no way out. Like for you or Jack. So they had to give us like 2 fan masks. We had to go out through the crowd. We had to go home on the staff bus because once we didn't come out the changing room, they went and waited for us at the wrestlers' bus. Then we didn't get on that bus, and they thought we'd like left some other way.
Now, when you come back to these towns, you get scared of this shit. I would be mortified.
Nah, it was just like drunk guys. It was like scary at the time because like they were like these are like hard people. Like and I've never had to like get snuck out of a building with a mask on my head. And I was like, Jack, this is all your fault, you freaking idiot. Like, but and that's just like one of many.
So what was your first lucha promotion? Was it IWRG?
Yeah, well, Toriumon was my first, like, the first shows I ever did in Mexico. And then, yeah, IWG was, like, my first main one. Mm-hmm. But I did, like, a lot of different, like, I call them dirt floor arenas. Yeah. So, like, in Mexico City, it's so vast, you can turn up to, like, these arenas where it's, like, a ring in the middle of a field. And, like, I don't even know how they sell tickets because there's no seats for people to go on. So a lot of my first matches were just like in these dirt floor arenas. Like I was just traveling with Negro Navarro in his little Beetle. Yeah. And we'd just be traveling around Mexico, just doing all these little dirt floor arena shows. And then IWG for me was like big time. It was like a clean arena. It had like Mexican TV. Yeah. And then also a way to get from like Mexico does like 3 magazines a week. Once you're in IWG, you're like more in the magazines and stuff like that. And you got like I don't know. You always think that AAA and CMLL will get eyes on you. So it was important for me to get to IWG, but before that I was definitely doing a lot of other like just sort of undocumented shows.
We'll call it the death match. Yourself, Jack, talk about that match in particular with all the injuries involved in it. Who was all involved? Because again, my memory's sketchy.
It was like, I think it was me and Havoc against Jack and PJ.
Yes.
And so at the start of the match, Jack got clipped with an elbow, which fractured his jaw. And then about just before the finishes, I had to come in with a springboard knee, and that's when I snapped out my elbow. And I didn't know that I'd snapped my elbow, but I'd kind of lost feeling in my hand. So I was trying to move my arm, and I couldn't. And then straight away, because I was lying on the floor, PJ hit me with the 450. But I still didn't feel anything. And then like I knew what the next sequence was. Like I had to get up with both hands to grab Jack. And I got up, and I went to like lift both arms, but just one came up, and this one just like kept staying flopping. So I didn't know if I'd like snapped it here or here, but I just knew like I'd snap my arm somehow. Yeah. And the real funny thing was, I was trying to communicate to Jack, like telling him, I was like, Jack, like you need to change the finish, like I can't do it, I broke my arm. And he was just looking at me like this going, I was like, this asshole, like I'm in pain, like I'm suffering, he won't even answer me. But obviously I had no idea that he had a broken jaw and he couldn't talk back to me.
Now he's not here right now, he will be in a little bit, but let's talk about the humor for those that know Jack Evans to have a broken jaw, to not be able to speak. Pretty fascinating, right? How'd that all go?
That was like a holiday for me, man. Having Jack quieting down for a couple of months wasn't too bad at all.
Wow.
But no, poor guy, like it was like medieval style. Like they just put what's it, like the iron, braces? Not braces, they just like twist in like, the wire, exactly that. Like iron wire, they just wire your jaw shut. So you got like the wire going through your teeth and your gums. I mean, that shouldn't be happening in 2017, but I need to drink through a straw for 2 months. But then I didn't feel sorry for because we both went in the ambulance.
Yeah.
And I was super like bummed about my arm. I was like, this is the worst. This is the worst. And when I saw him with this like jaw wide shut, I was like, okay, it's not too bad.
Solid
it's just a broken arm. Yeah.